Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert Bobi Wine agava emitala w'amayanja mbazungu gye yagenda ebigambo byateredde azimu kuzina guntense ati General Museveni ne gavumenti ye bali mu maziga ameerere ebigambo byasobaganye dda. Kasooke nno tufune Kyagulanyi ono ensonga zotembeete bulungi naawe wamaggwa ate oberenga ozewulirirako.
To come to this place called Edmonton. It's my first time to come to this side of Canada, and I'm humbled and challenged indeed by the presence of you fellow revolutionaries. When our MC was starting indigenous people, and that took me aback. The indigenous people of this place, I've read a little bit about the indigenous people of Canada, who were in many ways annihilated. Now they're just trying to resurrect, to reassert themselves. But for me, what does that mean? That means that any population on this planet is a potential victim to what happened to the indigenous people of here. Yeah. You here are the indigenous people of Uganda, and I'm very glad you represent Uganda from Kasese to Bungamo to Kabale to Northern Uganda to Uganda, everywhere. But you can very, very easily be like the Red Indians in America, or the indigenous people of Canada. It was deliberate. It was an invasion. Back home, it is deliberate. It's an invasion. To see that people are being kicked off their land and their graves removed. To see that people are being deliberately impoverished. It's not by mistake that hundreds of thousands are leaving our country at a terrific speed. Today in Africa, we are the first or second. We are on top of the list of people that are running out of their country. Many people here are new and they keep coming, not just here. Everywhere we keep being scattered. All over the world, in the Middle East, in Europe, in Canada, in America, anywhere. Find any thoughtful Ugandan and ask them their plan. The first thing is, I want to leave this country. When I came here, I saw some two young men talking with Jacob. I want those two young men to come here. And you will know that this is not foreign. It is close to everybody, including you and me. This young man here is my cousin. Here you call them cousins, but back home we say it's my brother, because his father is my mother's brother. But he's here. He had to run out of his country because of the political situation back home, where the family has been scattered. Some have been compromised, others have been killed, and others in prison, others vote. But he's here. And I'm sure even you or anybody, wherever you go, you will find a comrade, a brother, a sister. Nobody did the same. And this brother here, we come from the same ghetto in Kambodscha. And we share a very, very personal story. Some of you know my fellow artist called Weatherman. Weatherman was killed in an accident by some VIP called Okudu, who was a dean of students in Makerere. He was on a border, coming for a performance. They knocked him and killed him immediately. This was the guy riding in on that border. His name is Ivan. And we heard he's a thoughtful young man, very educated, very intelligent. But with his qualifications, he was reduced to a border rider. Never did I. So these stories are just samples of the many painful stories. Just yesterday when we were in Ottawa, our Secretary General was very disheartened. Everybody that was coming on our leadership chapter, masters in this, PhD, etc. These are the people that had to leave their country with all these amazing qualifications. They are reduced to slavery in foreign lands. All of you, I'm sure, you don't like being here. You like being home. You're here to work and go back home. But you and I know that even if you succeeded, you cannot come and invest home because of the current situation. That is the country that we are living in. We can go on and on about Uganda. I always say the same with my friends. That wherever you are in the world, even when you're talking about shoes, the conversation will end up going back to Uganda. Because here, you will walk with a shoe for a week and it won't get dusty. In Uganda, it would be funny if it wasn't sad. That is what our country is like. So, not to impress you, I won't go into the situation back home because that can take a whole day. I just want to look ahead because this was happening even when I was a child, when none of you were born yet. But here we are. They have cheated us of all our youthful years. I was 4 years when Museveni came to power. I'm now in my 40s, and if we don't fight so hard, I'll reach 60 or 70 when we are reduced to South Sudan, to North Korea, etc. So we are meeting here, and I'm very glad because we're not meeting for a party. We're not meeting to dance and enjoy. In fact, we're meeting to share stress. Because the things we're talking about are stressing. I'm so thankful to you fellow Ugandans that you are here to share stress with your fellow Ugandans, that you have seen your responsibility. Friends, you are the cream of Uganda. Uganda. Each one of you who is here, you will agree with me that your entire family is looking at you. Our clans are looking at us. You are the hope because you are living in a country that is an example, a dream country. So maybe, just maybe, you guys can be the solution. So I'm very glad we're meeting here to discuss, think, and strategize about it. But then who are we? Like I said, the last time I was in Canada, although I didn't come to Edmonton, we had come to enjoy ourselves. We had come to sing. But now I come to talk about painful things. And you, friends, spare your time. In developed countries, that's when you confirm that time is money. So, spare your time, you invest it for your country. It's very important for me to shine a light on what we are about. What are we about? Yes, we say people power is our power. You are the people. But so are Ugandans back home people. What are we about? Who are we? What are we intending to do? What are we about? What is our mission? Ladies and gentlemen, our mission is to free our country from dictatorship. I know you know it, but it's important to remind you that we are living under neocolonialism. We are living under modern-day slavery. We are living under oppression. We are living under gang rule. So, we came together to make an effort to free ourselves from that. Our mission is to break the chains of dictatorship, is to free our country, to ensure that we get leaders who are servants, not bosses. When we vote a leader into power, that leader is going to fear to disappoint us or offend us. They are going to do what benefits us. And if they don't, we will have the power to kick them out and bring another one. So that's our mission. Our mission is to free this our country called Uganda. Do we just want to free our country and end it at that? Do we just want to end the Museveni rule and end it at that? No, that is only the first phase. In fact, when Museveni falls, that is when our real job will have started, transforming our country into a new Uganda. When we keep singing a new Uganda is that country where you're going to feel like you are a real citizen, like you have real full dignity of a human being, where you're a citizen, where you have rights, where the military is doing its job of guarding our borders and securing our lives, where the police is not reduced to playing politics, but to keep us and our property safe. Where government institutions will be doing their work, not playing politics. Where you will come to Canada and you will know that you can walk into our embassy and be served as a Ugandan, regardless of your political persuasion. A country where a president will not be a god. A country where it will not matter what tribe you come from. Where it won't matter who your parents are. Where it won't matter what language you speak when you go to ask for a job. Where men and women, boys and girls are equal. Where you and I are equal before and under the law. That is impossible. It has been done before and we want to do it. In a country where you get a border accident and you will survive. My brother Weatherman was breathing. He was breathing. Oh yeah, he was breathing. But because the person that knocked him was high level, and they say back home, so they left the young man to die. Such a beautiful talent. In a country where citizens will not be sleeping and they are covered in garbage. If that was not a landslide, it's a garbage slide. That garbage was not there naturally. They just brought it, piled it there. Many times leaders spoke about it on the floor of Parliament. They spoke about it in the news. It was a danger, it was a catastrophe waiting to happen. And yes, it happened. But this is every day. If it is not in Bududa or somewhere else in the valley, it is in Kasese. And now it has come to the capital city. So these are things that we want to change. It is not rocket science. We are not inventing these things. Musei, mubade mu Uganda gatetunazali. Mali mulabye ko mu Uganda na malwali ngabwerere. When I was growing up, they would say, ebwerere byasigala mulago kati tosobola bisangayo. Back then, causes were free, but Uganda becomes impossible with every passing day. And like I told you in 2021, the longer Museveni stays, every day Museveni stays in power, we go back 5 days. For every week that stays in power, we go back behind 5 days. It's always times 5 backsliding. That's what we want to change. We don't hate Museveni. We just hate the impunity. We just want to be free. We can only be free when we are in Canada, when we are in Europe. And yet this is not our home. And it will never be our home. And don't lie to yourself, no matter how comfortable you are, this will never be your home. But we have a home. Nicer, richer, and more beautiful than here. So we want to fix it. Ensure that we fix our roads, and it's possible. Why? Leader of opposition, I just talked about the money that we lose in corruption. 10 trillion every year, about trillion, trillion, billion, kati baba million emitwalo 10. Oh, again. This money alone, just that money, if we can save it because we can, it can fix our roads. The money that we lose in other areas like the classified budget, which we know is only being used for patronage, that money can fix our hospitals. Look at the money that they steal, the money that Anita Mount steals, the money that all these other the politicians, both in government and so-called opposition. So those are things that we want to fix, and we are going to fix them, not alone, together. I always say that such countries like this grow not because the leaders are so nice, no, but because the people have been empowered not to take crap from those leaders. That's why we always throw it back to you, because this is not just about us, it's about you too. You have the power that you can't imagine. You have that power, you saved me, so you can save your country, friends. So that new Uganda that we're talking about is going to achieve when we all play our role. Now that brings me to different roles, but most importantly, now that we're in the diaspora, I'm to talk about the role of you people in the diaspora. You play that role unknowingly. Museveni and his men abducted me, killed my driver, tortured me. I would be dead today. But you rose up spontaneously and mobilized and organized and you hit the streets. And if you doubt the power of protests, then look at me. Because if it was not those protests and demonstrations, man, I would be dead. But here I am today. So you have a very important role. And I talked about it yesterday in Ottawa. I reminded them about how effective these different diasporas have been in all struggles. Talk about the Mandela struggle, the anti-apartheid struggle. It is those in the diaspora. Well, some of them even had an army. Part of them, one section of them had an army. We've not reached there yet. I hope Museveni doesn't push us to that line. For us, we are non-violent and want to advocate for violence. But like I say, the time is going to come when I can no longer stop those that want to free themselves, even the violent. Yet but you have a role. Look at the struggles in Rwanda, in Ethiopia, in Somalia, in Nigeria. For all countries that have freed themselves or are trying to free themselves, the diaspora is a very, very important factor. Don't underestimate it. You might be far from home, but let me remind you, General Museveni uses taxpayers' money, your money, to hire people to demonstrate on his behalf, because he knows that the international community is past violence. They pay attention to people picketing, to people protesting, to people demonstrating. Let me also remind you that it is the work of the diaspora that people like Kaihura were sanctioned, people like Abel Kaniu were sanctioned, people like Eweru were sanctioned. Recently, people like Anita Mount were sanctioned. You know, people like Yeva Nibanji, they've been sanctioned. Why? Because you do the work. Because you do that work. This morning, I got very pleasant news that the newest victim of sanctions is the so-called ambassador of Uganda here. So friends, bikola amakulu temulekera awo. They feel the heat back at home. Museveni doesn't like us so much. He would have arrested us, he would have killed us, but he cannot risk because he knows he touches us, boom. So let's do the same, not just for me or Senyoni or Bongoya. Let's do it for all these brothers and sisters that get killed, that get kidnapped every day. Let's do it. There's so much money that is being spent to infiltrate the diaspora. They are going to reach out to some of you. They are going to try as much as possible to compromise you. So be alert. Out. So look out for that. Now, Jituina, Mukungwa Sabasajja Kabaka, Kavumeno Mukisa, Okogera Kunsongeni. You will notice that there has been a lot of divide and rule propaganda. Because the regime back in Uganda cannot criticize us on anything. They cannot say we are lying. They cannot say they are not corrupt. They cannot say they are not killing our people. No, they just have to character assassinate us. Oh, those are angry young people. Those people don't have any policy alternatives. Awutola babagenda nyegweru babeera bagenze kufuna sente mu bazungu. Abazungu babawagira abali b'ebisiyaka be bawagira. Mulimu omuzungu wano n'aliwo ku lwaffe tuyinza n'okwaffe tukuteeka musente. But the regime, like all dictators on our continent, they always target to white people. They think we are paid by whites to talk about what hurts us, to demand for our dignity. They think we need to be paid by people. That is what Mugabe said before he was kicked out. That is what Mubarak said before he was kicked out. That is what Museveni is saying before we kick him out. So, bajja kugezaako nnyo okubaawula yawula. Bajja kuleeta ekintu kyonna ekisobola okubaawula yawula. Gye buvuddeko baali bagezaako n'okuyingira mu ekereziya. Bagamba abo balwaki batumanyisa akakuyemuzi balabika tebaagala ekereziya. Naye munnange nga bumanyi ebintu bya Katonda bino bya Katonda ako ne kagaana kati akapya. Njagala okusaba okutegeeza Mukungu wa Ssaabasajja Kabaka wabawulidde nga bagamba aba NUP balwanyisa Obuganda kubanga bo balowooza nti osobola okubba sente z'abali b'omusolo b'omusolo n'ogenda ne weekweka embuga. Ate ng'ekyo tekijja kusoboka because tekiri mu kalija yaffe. Abaganda tetuli babbi era tuvumirira obubbi, tuvumirira obuyonyooni. But they will try as much as possible. And by the way, these are people being used by the dictator. Historically, we've tested this. When Benny Chiwanuka was closing in the 60s, they came in and tried as much as possible to trade narratives that divide him with his kingdom. Okwonoona Benny Chiwanuka n'okusaawo Lonyanfa wakati w'omugezi Benny Chiwanuka ne Ssekabaka Muteesa. Lwaki? Kubanga bwe batyo bazannya ebyobufuzi. Ate abantu abo abatono abakweka okulyato munajjukira nti ekyo kyaliwo mu 62 ne balemesa Benny Chiwanuka eyali agenda okutandika around Uganda naye kubanga balina be beeyagaliza ne bamulemesa okutwala obukulembeze omwana owaabwe ennyini abagaba Chiwanuka tayagala Kabaka Obote byakuba kabaka bakulosinga bonna ne beegatta mu UPC mu 1966. Njagala okubategeeza nti abo bennyini be bagezaako okukozesa dictator bagezaako okukozesa okutudemonayizinga kuba tubakulemeddwa mu birala byonna byonna ojja kwesanga nga bakulosize nga bazze ku ludda lwa dictator. Naye maama zikiriza ne bino byogere bw'oli wano mu mpaka w'abeeyi nti bano abantu babifubye nnyo bafube nnyo okwawula abantu b'abeeyi naye tekijja kusoboka kuba si bwe kusoose. Beesweri Mulongo yagezaako n'alemererwa, Nsibirwa yagezaako n'alemererwa, Michael Kintu yagezaako n'alemererwa, ate omwana asobye Saala n'asaba n'ayita n'esipiriti z'abaindigenous nze ndi mwana w'abaindigenous ate ye nze ntenda. Beene yatulabula dda era ebigambo tubitwala si nsobi kino sitwaka ekulemberwa abavubuka kubanga yakalinya kunamulimundu yagamba kunomuliba kukwasiza baki kati abazeeyi baki batulumya omutwe abaffe bino tebyali bigambo byange byali bigambo byabeene yagamba temukola ki temukola ki temubongoota so tutugenda kubongoota namwe abali mu diaspora temubongoota byali bigambo byabeene yagamba timwegendereze nnyo abantu abalina kugamba nti yategeera ensonga za Buganda etaano abalala tebabitegeera oyo muntu abeera mutume naye teyatubulya ani aba mutumye naye mumanyi mumanyi ekisembayo febeni tumanyi tutasosola mu bantu era omuntu yenayinajja n'agamba nti obubaka bwaleese okusosola bwabeeni aba alimba oba yatugamba okwogera okusembayo yatugamba tabana maki tabana masigiri te lwaki ensonga eyo zitikomi nga sinnakigaako njagala ne bino nabyo binootinge baganda nti kyangu nnyo abantu nga bakozesa emikutu egy'amawulire naddala egyaffe wadde nga faabamu ate bagitugamba gibwegyogererako nogirabikako naye kyangu nnyo okukyusa ate omuntu omulungi ekirungi n'okifula ekikyamu n'ekikyamu n'okifula ekirungi ng'obuzanyira ku bwongo bw'abantu kubanga baali badde boogera amazima tosobola kugamba tife tuziboola namuno ng'abataka abayizamu beeno olugaayo ne bagenda ewaserwajja okoota abagulira ettaka nga balese wali Ssaabataka abakulemberwa Joyce Nabbosa ate nga Joyce Nabbosa mulinnya mu kimu naye nze nabatuma abakuno omusajja gwe bayita kisa kya sitaani eyakunamira Obuganda ne beene Museveni n'amala ate n'amubuza n'amubwalwa RDC yenze namutuma lwaki mwondogeza nnyo ensonga eyoeeza kiri very important namwe okukibagamba because I want you to understand so you can articulate these issues on any platform. Any of you can be a leader. Tebakulimba limamu ono bamuzimbye ono bakoze kinedda. Every one of you has a right. Every one of you is entitled. You have an equal stake in Uganda. Buli omu kumwe alina okugaba ku Uganda. Tokkiriza mu moto kulowoozeza nti bali tebalina okutegeerera. No, naffe bolaba abali ababakulembera tubakulembera ku mmase yammwe era bwe muba temutukkiriza bakulembera tetusobola bakulembera yemmwe bakama baffe era bolaba bapolitician mugambe nze mukamaawo. Of course wakati mmuwa ekitiibwa naye nga tolina kumuti ekyo nakyo kanakikomyawo. Now to our brothers from the rest of Uganda, this struggle is for the whole of Uganda and we are all equally responsible. You must never reduce the struggle to Western Uganda because that's where Oboya comes from. Don't reduce it to Northern Uganda because that's where you come from. Don't reduce it to Kasese because that's where you come from. Don't reduce it to your area. We are all Ugandans and we are equally entitled to defend now. So, temukirizanga omuntu yena okureducinga struggle yaffe to one area. Nobody is free until the whole of Uganda is free. Fix Uganda and Ankole will be okay. Fix Uganda and Kasese will be okay. Fix Uganda and Busoga will be okay. Fix Uganda and Uganda will be okay. You cannot fix this million to fix the whole of Uganda, and we are going to do exactly that. I've said it before and I'll say it now. I'm a proud Catholic. Ndio Katoliki wange muleka mu nyumba bwe bakuluma Nyankala Uganda ya Uganda. Wabidini tulichikirira. I'm a proud Uganda naye eggwanga lyange lideka mu nyumba Uganda balimuleka mu nyumba bwe nfuluma ebweru mbeera Musoga mbeera Muteeso mbeera Mucholi mbeera Mukapa mbeera Mukiga mbeera Nyankala mbeera byonna. Is what we are supposed to be. And I encourage you, friends, unite. Demystify, you have to debunk that narrative. I'm so proud of what we see here. This is Uganda. This is Uganda. Museveni tayagala tumwoche tukola mapwawula y'omulala kubanga mawule egato kyamutima atagali yawamu egalumu. So let us stick together. Era njagala basaba recruit others, reach out to others that are still on the fence, that are still doubting what we stand for. Explaining to them, break down for them what we believe in, what we stand for, why we are risking. Recruit them, widen, spread, multiply. That's how we are going to win, and for sure we are going to win, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we are going for the next phase, ladies and gentlemen. We are going for the next phase. The next phase is as unpredictable as the situation has always been in Uganda. We are going for an election year, and you know, I'm telling you, we're going for an election year, not that we rely on elections. We know those elections are very usually rigged. Not because we are expecting the regime to announce us, but we wanted to undress them, and we succeeded. I want to remind you that dictatorships fall before, during, and after elections. So let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. Let's do everything that we must do. Everything. Don't doubt your efforts that you're putting in. Please don't go here, you go protest today, you don't see any difference tomorrow. You might be sleeping. Oboli verawa, chalimu kakubira kasimu. Oboli kokete kumacha. Nobody ramiji. Chibazi. And it happens. And it's going to happen, friends. You have seen the situation back home. Tineka tonda na ya tuwangirako. Nene ya bajaja penajeje tuwangirako. Bulubobera kusimu. Ogendo kula watandisa okwekuba. Atono mutabani mbalwana namuko. Ate muko alwana noli. God is in this. But let us keep consistency. Let us keep doing what we are doing. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Let's try to isolate Museveni as much as possible from the diaspora. Expose him. Expose him. These people in the diaspora are not as knowledgeable about Uganda as you think. Educate them. And actually, some of them know that they are hypocrites. Put it in their faces. Put it in the face of the Canadian government. Let them disassociate with the regime. I'm very glad that they chased away Museveni's ambassador. But we want more. We want sanctions on Museveni. We want sanctions on his son. We want sanctions on all those corrupt officials and all those that are involved in human rights violations. Very finally, comrades, I request you to connect more, to be involved, to be leaders. Comrade Nakato talked about it, but this struggle is bigger than you getting papers. They will go to the Republic. They don't come away Uganda. Uganda cannot take no, a child will be. Twagala Uganda nga bw'obinyenyenye bw'okomawo bw'oinvestinga waka bw'odda bw'okomawo bw'oinvestinga bw'odda every one of you are looking at potential business. Do not undermine yourself. Kyetukolerera kyamaanyi mwe muli ba investor mwe mugenda kumala wakanga mubaganga b'e Kampala kubanga sente muzikola wano. No. I want you to import your expensive cars and drive them on beautiful roads. I want you to come and invest in a country that is not corrupt, where returns are going to be realized. I want you to come to a country where you're not going to be overtaxed, where you're not going to be robbed. I want you to come back to the country as a proud Muslim that don't feeling in danger of So, I want to request you friends to be alert, to be cautious, and to be ready for any state that comes to play your part. I want to thank you very, very much, to thank the leaders for rising to the occasion and doing this. None of you is a professional politician. All of you came from your private work and doing this job because Uganda is so dear to you. I salute you so much. Let's keep doing this. Bring so many people on board. Be confident. Let's be proud of what we are doing. We are not where we want to be, but we are moving because we are not where we used to be. We have achieved something, but the ultimate goal is to make sure Museveni falls and we start building a country upon which the sun will never set. Thank you very much for listening to me. People, power! And you be
byebyo ebiri e Canada, ebifa e Canada, atolooza ambasada azze naye tamuleseeyo, era nga sisinkano z'abanene z'ababede, pulezidenti, abaminisita, Chancellor wa Canada, abantu bonna abakwatagana ab'obukulembeze mu Canada, mu America, Europe yonna agenze ekintu akinyeenya ekibadde kikutte General Museveni ne gavumenti ye, agenda ayongera okubalabisa, agenda ayongera okubalaga ensi nti bana basajja batemu, bana basajja babbi, bana basajja bakuusa, bana basajja balimba, byonna agenza abibalaga, era nga ICC General Museveni mulenya kagere wakoleramu bw'ati ng'emukola bwetu, wakoleramu bw'ati ng'emukola bwetu, wakoleramu bw'ati nga bamubaka anaatunyumiza embaga. Kale olugendo luno Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine yagendako emitala w'amayanja terubadde lwa mannyo wenu terubadde lwa kusaaga luvuddemu ebirungi bingi era General Museveni yakifiiringa watudde awo kuba sanctions nga sanctions visa zisaziddwamu ebyobugagga byabwe badde bagula mu mawanga ago bingi biwambiddwa biboyeddwa nga General Museveni afeesa ali awo naye empale zimukankana endabada ziti nti mayebuza kyembankola kyembanzaako tanabitegeera bulungi naye nga awo wetuli mbagala nnyo mwenna abali kumwe bali kubaako Dunda nsaba bankuumire twerabira okusubscribinga tutambulire wamu mwera